Welcome back to our little celebration week we got going on here on the channel. Today, we are going to feature my personal favorite service academy team in college football 25 and college football 26. Been super fun to watch in real life, the Navy Midshipmen. So how we are going to do this one is actually going to be, we're going to go over the full playbook at the end of the game because people just did not want to play against us using Navy. So at the end, we're going to go over the full playbook. Right now, I will go over the depth chart, how we are going to set up the midshipmen in their absolutely electric offense. The skill positions they have put Air Force and Army to shame. It's going to be sad next year, man. College football 27 is really going to be sad because we are losing. The Navy team was almost like completely copied and pasted. They had so many juniors last year and they were such a fun team in 25. They all stayed as seniors, as the service academies typically do, which led to them having just an incredible offense led by Blake Horvath, platinum workhorse, sidestep, shifty magician, 89 speed, 90 overall. Compared to the Air Force and Army quarterbacks, like, it is a night and day difference. 92 change of direction, 87 break tackle, 89 juke move, and the guy can actually throw. Like, it's such a difference. 87 throw power, which still isn't great, but 84 short, 83 medium, 89 deep, 90 throw on the run. Whatever you want to do with Blake Horvath, he's gonna be able to get it done for you with those abilities, with those stats. The guy, this is just gonna be a love letter to Navy throughout this whole, especially as we go over the depth chart on the offense at least. Our tone might change a little when we get to the defensive side of things, but at halfback, and we're not changing anything on the offense, we're keeping everything as is. Eli Heidenreich, 89 overall, 89 speed, recoup, safety valve, sidestep, backfield threat. Makes sense, guys. An unbelievable receiver out of the backfield, which is great to have in an offense like Navy's. If we want to go to Flexbone normal like X-Dig, for example, or the Navy specific Flexbone empty with some really good pass options out of there, having a guy like Heidenreich makes a night and day difference. And then we have Brandon Chapman as our other halfback, 90 speed east-west playmaker. God, it's fun to use this team, man. I would definitely just keep those two up at the top. I think you got to keep Heidenreich in for his receiving abilities, and they're both pretty dang fast. The only thing you might want to do if speed is that important to you and you want that +1 is switch these two. So then on your rocket tosses, it is Chapman getting it instead of Heidenreich. You could do that. I don't, because shout out Eli Heidenreich. I was unbelievable the past 2 seasons. Fullback, my beloved Teska the Tank, 90 overall, 87 speed, 88 acceleration, 92 awareness, only 77 break tackle is kind of rude. I feel like that should be higher, but 87 trucking. This guy is so good, and he's actually got decent enough stiff arm, spin, and juke. Obviously not the best, but he's a fullback, for God's sake. What do you want from the man? 97 carrying. I was gonna see what his strength is if it's in here. Can't throw the ball, which is, I guess, no surprise. We must have passed his, actually his man coverage isn't bad, 44 man coverage. Look at you, Teska the Tank. Did we just pass his strength? Probably somewhere over here. Yeah, strength only 81. I feel like that should be higher too, but I love this guy. So you can, with this Navy offense, with a quarterback like Horvath, with those halfbacks, with Teska, if you want to run up the middle, you 100% can. If you want to go outside, you can, because you have enough speed at your halfback positions. If you want to run around with your quarterback, you can with Horvath. If you just want to air the ball out, you can. You can play Navy however you want to use the Flexbone, which I love. Now at wide receiver, we do have 192 speed here. Nathan Kent, who was 96 speed in college football 25. Wish they kept that, but it is what it is. Still a very solid wide receiver 1. And Hutchison, 88 speed. Those are really going to be the only 2 wide receivers you typically will get on the field until we go to a little Flexbone empty. This is something I could have changed, but I actually kept Garion in this spot. I mean, he's 53 overall, but he's the fastest option we realistically got, unless we wanted to throw another halfback in there. Maybe it's not the worst idea. I don't know, but we just leave the wide receivers as is. Tight ends, you don't see a whole heck of a lot, but we've got Cody Howard here, 6'2", 76 speed. Offensive line, this is what took the biggest step back from Navy last year. They had an unbelievable offensive line, but those guys were actually a lot of seniors. We at least still did get Ben Purvis back with workhorse and ground and pound. Decent enough center, but the rest of the offensive line, I think Army has a slight edge at offensive line, but Navy just kills them when it comes to the skill positions on offense. And all Also, on the defensive line, overall their defense is very bad, but we've got some decent players in here. Luke Paris has no abilities, but at least he's an 82 overall, much higher than we saw, I believe, on any other Service Academy defensive line when it comes to the edges. And they have the best player on the defensive line between all Service Academies, Landon Robinson, 91 overall, pocket disruptor, duress, and takedown. This guy is a monster. Well, overall wise, they are not the best. They have got some really good skill positions, not skill positions, really good players across the defensive line. Also some really solid linebackers. Jackson Campbell, 85 speed, knockout, and robber. I believe that's actually the only one. It is indeed. But still better than we saw across most other Service Academies. Now cornerbacks, things get a little dicey here. We're gonna go, I think we go Oniha on the outside here, 6'1", 73 overall, 88 speed. And then I think Allen, just to get a little bit more speed out there, but you can tell by the overalls, not great. And you can tell by how they play a little bit, not great. But we'll go with these two as our outside corners. Free safety, I believe we actually keep this as Francois. Yes, we do. Strong safety, we are going to make a change here. I mean, you probably should put Duhard here now that I'm looking at it. Only thing is he's 5'10", 185, so he's a little smaller versus the 6 foot, same speed, but overall wise, you could put Duhard up there. Strong safety, we do make a change. We take Sessi out of here, only 83 speed. Not gonna quite cut it for us there, brother. We come down here and find Joshua Switzer. It's only 5'10", but 86 speed at least, and he'll be our starting strong safety. Specialists, we do make a change to our rush left end. We don't really want 56 overall LaFond in there, so we'll throw Spelios, 6'4", 78 speed rush end. Will be on that side. Our rush right end will be Pierce, rush D tackle, Landon Robinson, sub linebackers. Another one, we could go a few different ways. We definitely want Campbell in here. And then you could go Duhart here if you don't start him at free safety. You could go Sessi here, 83 speed with his hammer. I think we end up going with Connor Lasan, silver blow up, 83 speed, box specialist. I typically will like those guys better than hybrids at sub linebacker. So that's what we end up doing. Slot cornerback is going to be way down here. Mr. Foreman, 6'2", 88 speed corner. So that is how we are going to set up the Navy Midshipmen. Like I said, my personal favorite Service Academy team in this game. Next year, we'll see. These teams change a lot from year over year. The main thing I'm hoping for is playbook changes going into next year, but we'll see. We got quite a few from 25 to 26. Hopefully we see the same from 26 to 27. And technically, we've got 3 games here with Navy, but you'll kind of see what I was talking about in the intro and why we're going more in depth in that playbook here at the end. So Navy Midshipmen, not our final goodbye, but we had to make sure we use these boys one more time. Let's just go ahead and take it to the games. And a tier 5 opponent was found for us here with Navy. Don't know if I am a home or away team. I never pay attention to that, especially with teams like this. It doesn't make a huge difference. At East Carolina, the Pirates, the veer and shoot offense of ECU could be a gigantic problem with Navy and their very bad defense. We'll see what we can make shake here with the Midshipmen, my personal favorite Service Academy team, both in the game and in real life. I've just always, I don't know why. Maybe it's just because they've been really good the past few years. It's going to be sad next year using this team without Horvath and Heidenreich and Teska the Tank. And Navy's really what helped, our first video with Navy was really the launching point, essentially, of this whole channel, this whole thing. So I'm hoping to do our boys, do them well here today, and get the win. I mean, that seems like a pretty good start for us. Get a big hit, get a big hit, get a big hit. Take him down at the 10. We'll take it. And our peer has conceded the game. It's a win for Navy. Oh, all right, we're not doing campus tour anymore. All right, well, let's just try to find another tier 5 matchup then. I mean, this might be the same guy. We queued up and found a game straight away, immediately. This time I do know we are at home, which it is the same guy. Let's see if he's going to quit out again. I mean, who knows? I don't know what happened there. Maybe he just didn't like East Carolina. He wanted to be Florida Atlantic instead. Interesting. I don't know if I actually didn't hate ECU on this game, but maybe he realized, oh shoot, they're a veer and shoot team. We can't use that. So he's going to be Florida Atlantic instead, taking on us with Navy. All right. Sure, man. And your peers conceded the game again. What are we doing? Brother. What are we doing, man? Load into a game with East Carolina. Find a tier 5 matchup against Navy. You just quit out right away. Do the same thing with FIU. You just quit out right away. Like, it's nice we're getting wins with Navy, but we got to play a freaking game with this team. We got to show off the wingback empty. We got to do all sorts of things we want to do with Navy. For the love of God. I'm going to wait a few minutes and hopefully not match up with him again. Oh, we ended up just searching any tier, and it still took forever for us to find a game. But hopefully we can actually play with Navy at this point. We are going to be at home. Let's see, who are we going to be going up against? It matters a lot. It really does. There's a big difference. Okay, the Kansas Jayhawks, team we haven't really seen a ton of. We know Jalen Daniels, very good, fast quarterback. They have a really interesting playbook, a lot of motion. A lot of interesting things they got in there. So it's going to be Navy taking on Tier 3 Kansas. Let's see if the Midshipmen, Teska the Tank, Horvath, the whole crew, give them a proper send-off here. Oh, and he's coming out in a little pistol strong, kind of like what we were just using with Army. Okay, let's go a little cover 4, just kind of shade everybody down here. Get on Collie, see if we can't get outside. Get out there, big boys. Get out there, big Navy boys. A loss of 6. I will say Navy, maybe not the best, like, overall team. Their defensive line's not bad. We got Landon Robinson here. That Paris is pretty good coming off the edge, too. We've got some good pieces on this squad. We'll see if they are able to keep up with Daniels. That I don't know. But we're hoping. Brother. What was that? Okay, good start. Good start for us there. Let's just please somebody. Where are we going there, number 3? Where? Oh, where are we going? He's seen something he likes apparently. Alright, let's just go to a cover 4. Shade everybody underneath. We'll stay on Collie and see what happens from here. See if we can't get outside. Good. Please keep running, because I do not trust. I don't trust this Navy team to do much against the pass here. We're going to keep everything kind of as is here. Stay down here with Ortega. Can we make a tackle? Took 3 of us, but somebody got in there. Okay, 2nd and 7. I did set our flats to 10. Maybe that was a mistake. Because he has just dumped down to his halfback a few times now. We're going to stay right back here with Allen. Oh my gosh. And he's reaching for it. Kick that ball out or something, brother. I mean, I'm not too concerned about what we've seen here so far on defense. As long as we can make him pass, I think we're doing all right. I think we're doing just fine as long as he's passing the ball. Stay out here. Just go clobber him. He bounces off the hit stick. Gets right around the contain, bounces off the hit stick. Okay. Let's reset our play. Shade everybody down. Keep contains out here. We're going to get over here with Collie. Pick it off! Pick it! Navy, please. Please, Navy boys. We're so close to making a good play. We are so gosh dang close to making a play, and just nobody wants to do it. And he's coming out in a shotgun now? What? I mean, we could just do some nickel 2-4. I think that's fine. Oh, we should have cover 3 cloud in here, right? Yes, okay. Shade down. Let's throw a little 2-man stunt in here. We got just regular hard flats on the field this time. Navy. Navy, please. I'm begging you. I'm just absolutely begging you to make a play. Thank you. It had to come from a run, but at least the boys made a play. Oh my goodness. Okay. So Navy's offense. I do kind of want to test a rocket toss right away. The only thing is we are on the left hatch, so we are going to go straight into some Flexbone empty. I'm going to try this wingback sweep. I like the passes out of here. I think the QB draw out of here looks pretty good. But I think this wingback sweep looks pretty nice too. So we'll give it a shot. Heidenreich going out to the right here. And take it all the way outside and hold that block 24. Turn that edge. A Heidenreich. Heidenreich, stiff arm him. Stiff arm him. Come on, Heidenreich. A little Flexbone empty to get us started. Why not? We got 4 verticals out here, which looks pretty good. Z-switch, like I said, I think that QB draw looks pretty nice too. Let's try a rocket toss now out to the left. I mean, if you haven't seen any of our last few, rocket toss with a right-hand quarterback, you want running to the left. I don't love the looks of it here, to be honest. But we're going to give it a shot. Try to get it out to Heidenreich in some space here yet again. And seal that edge, boys. And get that edge of Heidenreich. Pick up the first down. Hey, 2 rushes. Some good yards. We'll go ahead and take that. I am going to go to some Flexbone empty. I'm going to call 4 verts. I kind of want to go to the QB draw, but first we're going to go for 4 verts. We're really trying to run with Horvath if the opportunity presents itself. Single high safety. I wasn't going to go Chapman on a drag, but I kind of like him on just a streak right up the middle here. Pass lead that inside. Horvath, make that throw. It is a different world with Horvath. I just played that game with Army. What are we doing? What are we doing? 3 games. The guy quit in the first quarter 2 times, and we have this. I don't have time. I don't have time to keep doing this, guys. I mean, we saw... I mean, I guess we'll just go into practice mode now and look things over. I just don't have time to play this again. I wish I did. I love this Army team, but we did see on that drive kind of everything I really wanted to show. So let's just hop into practice mode. I still have this set on Army. Excuse me. Let's just hop into practice mode with the Navy, and we'll do a little bit more of a deep dive into their playbook, I guess. Like, I would like to play with them again, but the wait times were like 8 minutes almost, except for that second game. I just can't. Unfortunately, just can't. So we're just going to hop into practice mode here. I should have already gone over the depth chart here in the intro, so we'll just go over the things we like from the Navy playbook here. I might say Army a couple times by accident, no offense. I just played with Army, it's still kind of in my brain. So, the Flexbone of Navy, we do not have U off and we do not have East, which are 2 of my favorite Flexbone formations, but what we do have that the other service academies don't have, and that we used a little bit there, was this Flexbone empty. The wingback sweep is a fantastic run play you saw right out the gates there. Then we have the same motion with this PA fake sweep slant trail. The thing we could do here, I am actually going to call this because we have a little extra time now, is throw, you actually can't hot route anything on this, so never mind. You just kind of have to keep this as is. The trail route's not bad. The motion on there makes no sense. We didn't really get anybody open on that. But look at Horvath go. The actual play fake on this play makes 0 sense because Heidenreich's already long gone by the time Horvath goes for this fake. Like, look, he goes for like a double fake that I don't fully understand why why that's part of the play. There's nobody there. There's no fake worth doing right here. There's no reason for it. Absolutely no reason for it. So that part I don't get, but the play itself doesn't seem too terrible. I think it would do a lot better against man than zone. Those trail routes do pretty well in that. But then we have the quarterback draw. This is the one I was really hoping we would get to. This used to be totally broken. I think they've made it a little bit better now, but usually we can just snap and just kind of roll straight to one side and be able to get around the defense. And like pretty consistently. So if we just snap and just take off to the right this time, we've got room with Horvath to take off and run. So I do think it's not as good as it was, but it's, oh god. But it's still pretty dang good, even when it gets blown up like that. We're able to still get out with Horvath and make some things happen. So this Flexbone empty, I think, was one of the best additions to the Flexbone playbooks between all 3 service academies. I think there's so much fun stuff you can do from here with the 4 verticals and the smash. So what I was going to do with this 4 verticals is just throw like a little drag or something here on Heidenreich. Give ourselves a little bit of a bailout option, but then kind of see what the defense is doing. So if they're sending that big blitz, we can get Heidenreich right underneath. What's nice about Navy compared to like Army, we actually have good speed and good players at these wingback positions. So with Heidenreich and Chapman, the 1-2 of those two guys is really, really good and really, really deadly on these passing plays out of empty. I think this is a good setup for it, but again, with a single high, I actually don't hate just doing something like this and try to look up the seams. It is man coverage, so essentially we just kind of have to go to A, which I don't love. I would want another man beating route on a single high. Like maybe put Chapman on like a zig or something when you see single high. Something like that, I don't know. But I think just as a base play, this is really good. Because against a lot of drop zones, we should have Chapman on this late. See, he just stays, I think, oh, because I actually hot routed that and I put him on a crosser. If we keep him on what he is here, against a lot of drop zone coverages, he's going to get over the flats on the left. Let's see, it should be, yeah, like right there. That almost looked like match even. But once he clears enough to that left side, you have the streak taking any deep zones out. He's too deep for any flat zones to stay back with him. I think there's something to that. And then you just kind of change what you want to hot route on why on that. But I think that's a really good play. Smash is a good play. And with the sweep and the quarterback draw, there's some really, really good stuff in the wingback empty of Navy. I think that's the only thing they have that's like exclusive to them. Maybe one of these oversets. I don't remember. But what else? Did we run this in this game or the last game? It doesn't really matter. We can talk about it either way. Flexbone close. This and tight, I really like for outside runs because there's no base align in the game anymore. So in college football 25, if you just base align your defense, they'll stay outside. They'll be out there as if there was a wide receiver out there. But now in college football 26, you can't do that anymore. So in these close and tight formations, it really condenses the defense down. And when we have a player like Heidenreich with good speed, good abilities, good everything, and a condensed defense, as long as our guys can set that edge and get some blocks for us, that's going to be a pretty difficult play to stop. It's going to take what we did see when we were Army against UCF. It's going to take a user to really fly down there and commit to take away something like that when we've got a team like Navy, because this is just overall a very good team. But we have normal, close, tight, over heavy, over doubles, over stack, and trio right with that flexbone empty. So not my favorite flexbone, I think, between the three. With the empty though, that actually makes up for a lot in my opinion, because I really like the flexbone empty. Man, it's tough to rank between the three, because how much do I like empty versus having you off and east? I don't know. I think Navy would still probably be last just for the flexbone because they're missing those formations, but empty is so nice. It makes it very, very close. What they're definitely last in for me is pistol. I really don't like the flexbone slot, trips, or full house. That's the only three they have. Full house I don't mind. Not huge on the flexbone slot and trips. I know a big thing is you can come out in these and audible down into like a flexbone normal, just because of the players we have on the field. So if we come out in flexbone trips and then we want to audible, we can go down to different flexbone formations, which is nice because we get an idea of what his defense is looking like. See, maybe he's giving up a fullback run up the middle, so we want to audible down to a flexbone, inside veer triple option, something like that, which, that's a handy thing to have in your back pocket. It's just not how I like to do things. So for me, it doesn't do a ton. For you, it might. I don't know. I don't know you or how you like to play. Maybe that is a selling point for you, because I believe you can do it out of flexbone slot, flexbone trips. I think you can do it out of all of the pistol sets actually. So if we come out in flexbone slot, we can go to trips, we can go to full house, we can go to normal, we can go to close. So you can do it out of all the pistol. Whoops, didn't mean to go to main menu. We can do it out of all the pistol stuff in Navy, which is, at least kind of fun. But other than that, I don't see a ton in the pistol flexbone of Navy. Now in shotgun, we've got some wingback stuff, which is fun. You see a lot of in the Rice playbook. Really just this tight X split formation with some power read, some inside zones. 0-1 trap's gonna be a really good run out of here. Decent pass play too, with like halfback attack, a little speed out over on the X play, X quick out. That like it being called the X quick out and being the X button really tripped me up there for a second. Then of course just some QB blast, power read, some fun stuff in there. They've also got some really good split formations. They've got 1, 2, 3, We got, what, 4 split formations in here. Split tight with a triple option. Texas, of course, there's going to be a lot of triple options across all of these formations, especially the split back stuff. Split Y offset, you got a little cross screen and RPO, some more motion triple options, one going out to the right, one going out to the left. Whatever way you want to run your triple option, you can, which I love about these kind of formations. If we're coming out in split Y offset, it's not just going to be a triple option to the right. We've got a static triple option to the right here, the A option, or we have a motion triple option going out to the right, and we just have a triple option going out to the left, which very nice combination for us to have. Split twins Y off. This looks like another one of those formations with an ineligible receiver, which I typically do not enjoy, at least when it comes to passing the ball out of here. But something like this motion halfback cross screen, I just feel like there's some potential here because this motion is going to draw everybody to the left. It's a heavier set to the left. A lot of attention's already going to be paid over to that left side, but now we slip a little screen actually going back out to the right, and you even have a little tight end post option out there, which isn't bad. I see some merit in this. I 100% see some merit in this, especially if we can mix it in with some other things that have that same option. RPO alert split, RPO read Y slide. Are those the only? Yeah, those are really the only two though. I wish we had just like, I don't know, some sort of run going outside to the right that wasn't an RPO. You can mix in with that same motion, but still you have this. Okay, so what's the difference here? So read Y slide, we throw it to B. And RPO alert split, we throw it to our halfback. That's the only difference. We can't actually throw it to our halfback in this read Y slide, it looks like. Let's see. No, we can't. You can only throw it to B, and he takes his sweet time to get across the offensive line there. So I'm not convinced on that one. That other RPO I think looks pretty good. Then we have a sweep going to the left. We have a motion PA halfback seam that looks okay. And then another kind of cross thing with a tight end going in motion to the left, but then an RPO going out to the right flat. If they're in like a big man coverage, get some one-on-ones with your halfback. I don't hate the looks of that. Then in some split slot, a shovel option. I'm so committed. At some point before College Football 27 comes out, I need to get an actual touchdown with shovel option at some point. It has been not good to me, but I really would like to get it to work. The main thing I'm looking for here, so we have triple options. I wanted to see if we had backs cross in any of these. That's just a really good pass play that's in a lot of different split formations, but it looks like Navy actually does not have that in any of theirs. But I mean, I think mainly that's okay. I love that load option mixed with that PA swing lead. Can we actually throw this to Y on this? It looks like we can. We have that load option with hide and right going in this same motion, and yes, we can throw that to hide and right. Okay, so I like that 1-2. That 1-2 punch there between those two plays. I like the looks of that a lot. But overall, they're split, not doing a ton for me. I do like it for the triple options and like power reads, even though I'm not good at making the reads on power reads. I know there's big play potential in that. We have speed options, triple options going both ways. So some fun things in the split sets of Navy. We'll just take a quick look at the rest of their shotgun stuff. It's actually been a while since I've looked through the Navy playbook, so it's good for myself too, to get a little reminder of what's all in here, because we're going to run Navy again at some point. I love using the service academies. They're my favorite service academy. We're going to run some more games with Navy. Motion jet QB counter. What is this? Hold on. So the slot's coming. We have like a double motion here. Yeah, so hide and right goes in motion. Then Kent's going to go in like a jet motion. And then it's just a QB counter. That looked pretty nice. That looked pretty nice. We are going against the CPU on a pretty low difficulty though, so can't put too much stock into how that worked, but I like the looks of that a lot. Mix it in with the jet touch pass, and the fake jet shot and a fake jet toss. Interesting. Okay, we got a good just QB power out of here. A halfback power, strike halfback seam. I do love my halfback streaks. I think those are very good in the game this year. Takes usually need to have your user on that to really be able to shut down some halfback streaks. Okay, so the doubles Y-off weak looks really good. Y-off trips, typically not a big fan of this in any playbook, and I'm not seeing anything really calling out to me here in navies either. So yeah, not much there. Spread offset, RPO read bubble, very, very good RPO. They have to be guarding the flats on both sides, probably with a slot corner. You have to watch out for the halfback. The read RPOs you can keep with your quarterback too. So really, really just attacking every area of the field. Left, right, a run kind of more middle to the left, or keep it with your quarterback, go outside to the right. So that is very good. Do we have any decent pass options out here? I do love the motion triple option. This used to be bugged where the guy going in motion actually wouldn't turn into a pitch guy, but they did fix that and he does now. A zone speed option, wide shallow cross, and to get a nice little high-low over the middle. Those are some of my favorites. So yeah, nothing too great in the Navy shotgun sets. I don't love their pistol. We do have power I with him here too, with power I strong and tight. Really get some power offense on the field. Power O, halfback blast, misdirection. And I could have sworn one of these had a triple option. They actually both might, but Power I Strong does have an inside veer triple option, which out of Power I is kind of insane. So our read now is that defensive end, and this is something I struggle with, is when he's like engaged with, you know, he's kind of engaged with the blocks, it's kind of hard for me to tell if we actually want to give that to Teska or keep it and try to get a pitch out to Heidenreich. Something I struggle with. Big reason why I struggle with a power read is a very similar thing to that. And I believe we have one out of tight as well. Yeah, so we have inside veer triple options out of both power I sets. Get down to the goal line. These seem like pretty good options for you. Maybe you could even stick with these all game. Yeah, I bet you could. And keep a decent running attack going just between the power I strong and tight, mix in a few outside runs, some triple options, a lot of fun things in there. So that is the Navy playbook. I'm sorry we couldn't get more games out of them here, but the wait times are forever and people just keep quitting out. So kinda is what it is at this point. I will see you guys next time. Until then, take it easy.